But let's jump right into the first color, which will be green. So in your art box, find the color green, and I'll be using markers today, but you can use crayons or colored pencils, anything you have available, and find that green in your art box. And we're going to use it very quickly on Poe's eyes. On the inside here, you see those two circles. Take your time because it's very small, but we're going to make those green for Poe's green eyes. Just like that. Very nice. So once you're done with Poe's eyes, you can move your green to the side, and we'll move on to our second color, which is going to be black. So in your art box, find the color black. And as we know, a lot of Poe's body is in black, so we'll use this in a couple of different places. Let's start out with the smaller places first. So I'm going to start out here with the eyes. So right underneath where we colored the green, let's go on the outer part of the eyes here where you see these shapes for the rest of Poe's eyes. We're going to need to make those black. Okay, so take your time because this area is a little small, just like that. And then we're going to do the same on the right side. So hopefully you have a nice sharp crayon or a thin marker available, or a very sharpened colored pencil will work as well. But just take your time either way. You can always pause and jump right back in if you would like. Now we're going to move on to Poe's nose. So right in here, the nose area, we also need to make in that same black. So take your time coloring that in just like that. And now we can jump back up to a few other areas and then continue to work our way down with the same black. Okay, so we're going to now move to the back here, and his arm that is holding the stick, we want to actually make that black. So that's part of Poe's body that is in black. So just take your time and move along that line as best as you possibly can. Just like that. Beautiful. And we actually are going to color in Poe's ears black as well. So you can go ahead and color over that black ear because Poe's ears are black. So that makes that part a little bit easier. And you can go ahead and now color in that second ear really quickly right over here. Let's make this second ear black as well. Just like that. And now we're going to leave the rest of Poe's face white and move down here to the middle of his body. So there's a little area here in white that we're going to leave white. There's a little line. Let's start to color above that. And then once you get to just below Poe's face, let's do a little outline just for yourself, just to make it easier and make sure we don't color too much into Poe's white face. Just like that. And now we can continue to go up and down with the rest of Poe's arm, just like that. You're all doing a terrific job out there today. Hopefully having a great time. Let me know in the comments if there's any other Kung Fu Panda characters you want to see on the Sam's Cool Colors channels. We could definitely do those together and make sure we have a fun time with all the other characters on the movie. So let's go ahead and continue to move on to the right side here. Now this part underneath the arm will stay white, so let's leave this completely white right in here. Now we do need to come back in here and get some of these little parts in the fingers. So we want to leave these little areas. You see these circles that are on Poe's hand? We want to leave those white. So just do the best you can to get in and work around all of those little circles. We'll color those in a little later with a different color. So there's some really small spots here, so it gets a little tight. So just be careful, but do your best and forget the rest. You can go ahead now and color in the thumb, just like this. With that black, leave the nail white, and we can go now and finish out the rest of the hand. So you see how we colored around all of those little circle areas on Poe's paw there. Beautiful. Great work. Great work. And now what we can do is skip down. Like I said, this stays white. We're going to color in the part of Poe's leg right here that's exposed. It's not part of the shorts. So these are Poe's shorts as he's in his fighting stance here. This part is going to be black. So let's color that in. And on the opposite side, we have another spot that's the same. So right in here, these are Pose shorts. Let's go to the next part right in here, and we'll make this black as well. So this will be the other part of Pose legs that's underneath his shorts. Beautiful. Okay, so once we finish with this part of Pose leg, we can actually move on to our next color. So in your art box, next find the color yellow. So any yellow that you have in your art box, find that, and we're going to use it on a couple of different places on our coloring page. To start, let's use it on the stick that our Po is holding. Right here on the very back, we can start out with the stick on the left side, and we can go ahead and work our way up. Or if you prefer going from top to bottom, that works great as well. So be creative with it. Have as much fun as you want. You can always mix and match colors here on Sam's Cool Colors. Whatever you want that inspires you is what works for all of us. So continue to get creative. Let me know in the comments if you do anything extra fun. And here, with that stick now colored in, we're going to move on with the same color and use this to color in the shorts that Po is wearing. So right under here, you could see these are the top part of the shorts. Let's go ahead and color that in as well with this same color. And we're going to move across. So these shorts start on the left side and then go all the way to the right, just like that. And we have a few other places we'll use the same color. So any shade of yellow you have. This is a little bit of a darker shade of yellow, but you can use a bright yellow or any other shade of yellow family. Now there's a few places on the belt that we'll use this because there's two colors that will be on Po's belt. So let's use the yellow on all of these little stripes. You see these little stripes here? Let's make these yellow colors right here. Same thing. So everyone, we're going to skip. We'll skip over and then color this in yellow. Just like that. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots that will have that same yellow on Po's belt. And now we can use this same color on the shoes. So skip down to the bottom, and on Po's feet, let's get these both in that same yellow color. Just like that. And then move over to the right foot, and we'll do the same thing. The front part of the foot shoe here will get yellow, and we'll leave this area right here in white. Leave that white for right now. That will get another color in just a minute. Perfect. Beautiful. Very nice. So now, once we do that, you can put your yellow to the side, and let's transition over to an orange. So in your art box, grab your orange, and let's go ahead and use that on the rest of Po's belt. So we remember we left some of these spots in white. Let's go ahead in here and color in those white spots now with this orange. So we start to get a nice 2-color effect on Po's belt once we finish coloring this in, just like that. Beautiful. Great job, everyone. And we have one final color to go, which will be a light tan. So if you have any color similar to this, if it's a very light brown or just a light tan or regular tan color, grab that from your art box. And we're going to use this in a few small places. We're going to make a little outline underneath the black area where Po's eyes are. So right in here, we're going to just outline it very carefully and very quickly. Just like that. We have one line, and then we're going to do the same thing here on the right side. Very thin line, just like that. So you get a little effect of brown or light tan underneath Po's eyes. And we're going to use the same color here on the back of his paws. So we have those white spots. Remember, we left those white. Let's color those in with the same color. Beautiful. And then let's keep going. There's one other area we can color in with this. Right here, we left these areas white on Po's shoes. Let's color this in with the same color. And now it's all coming together very nicely on our Po, ready for action in this coloring page. Wonderful. So now we finished coloring in our page of Po from Kung Fu Panda together using 5 colors.